I believe that Nigeria operates a democratic system of governments, and as such, our governments do not actually abide by that rule. Because, in all honesty, if they do, it would have been a matter of letting people have like their way. You understand? But by imposing on them, and to think that this is not the first time that something like this is even coming up, we ought to have probably had a change if truly we operate a democratic system of government like the government claims.
Hi guys, my name is Gita Abiola Loyakunle. I want you to be watching NAS TV Africa. They are giving premium content.
Shout out to NAS TV Africa.
NAS TV Africa, in Africa for Africa.
Good day, everyone. You're welcome to NAS TV Africa, where we manifest Africa's greatness. And on today's show, we have a matter of utmost concern. And we're here to deliberate about it. My name is Dynamic Precious, and I have an important personality here with us today. Ma'am, please, can you introduce yourself?
Thank you, Precious. My name is Farida Sholaberu. I'm a lawyer and advocate for everything good.
All right. And she's tested and trusted. That must be added. Okay, so let's go straight into today's discussion. We're looking at the ongoing protest in Abuja, where the people are advocating for the inclusion of real-time electronic transmission of results during the elections. So in a layman's term, can you explain to us what this real-life electronic transmission means? Because not everybody out there really grab the concept.
Okay, well, speaking about real-time concepts, it is very simple. It's just a term that has been used in the bill to simplify that, that's how people are casting this vote should be transparent to the nation as a whole. Like, the more every individual is, operating and all of that, it is being visible to the whole world and all of that. Like, so it's like real time, like as it is happening, you are showing it to the world, like you're showing the results from the INEC database and all of that, okay, this is whatever counts this particular party, but yet and all of that. So that's for real.
And around the world.
Yeah. I mean, and around.
So why is the Senate refusing to approve this bill? Because for me, it's even making our society modern and So why?
Well, in my opinion, I feel like Nigeria is still a developing country, right? And as such, there can be only little that you can expect from a developing country, because it's not like we're there yet, when we are striving to get there. So by virtue of that, I feel like you have to give it time. We'll get there. Another, but it's just that sometimes the people are impatient enough to understand that Nigeria is still getting there, and they just want that quick result because they are seeing it. I mean, there is Starlink, there is there's Fiber One, so and like, people are seeing all of this, and you're like, why isn't that Nigeria cannot adopt this system and all of that? So I feel like it is a gradual process. We get there. We will get there as a nation.
But for me, I want this change to happen instantly. Like, so why can't? Because our governments, once they put their mind to doing something, they can get it done, right? So all of these measures, can they actually put it in place for this real-time transmission to be possible?
Well, just like I earlier stated, Nigeria is a developing country, and as such, sometimes slow progress that happens is still a progress, but then the people do not have the patience to understand that, and so by virtue of that, it seems almost like as if it's impossible or nothing is being done. I'm sure the government has heard the cry of the people. Okay, this is what they want, and they are working towards it. We will get there. It's only a matter of time, I'm sure.
So if at all, we are looking at the possibility of this bill being passed, if at all, what do you think can be the problem?
Well, the only problem I can think would be the issue of network. The issue of network, I mean, and probably even electricity. electricity could affect the transparency, because I mean you would need a lot of power to generate such, because it's all over the country as a whole, and you can imagine how many states we have in Nigeria. So the issue of network, the issue of electricity, the issue of fast pace, and all of that could also contribute to why there will be a hindrance to that system to work effectively.
Okay, so are you saying that this real-time electronic transmission will not be possible? Like, it cannot be possible?
It can be possible. It can be possible. It may take time, but it is very visible. It is
We
possible.
are talking about 2027 election, this particular next year.
It is achievable. I want to believe that it is achievable. It is possible. Or we can get there, and we will get there.
We'll get there. I just spoke so Nigeria. Why do you think the Senate do not want to approve this? Among other contents in the bill, they don't want to approve this particular point.
Well, I believe that Nigeria operates a democratic system of governments, and as such, our governments do not actually abide by that rule, because in all honesty, if they do, it would have been a matter of letting people have like their way, you understand? But by imposing on them, and to think that this is not the first time that something like this is even coming up, we ought to have probably had a change if truly we operate a democratic system of government like the government claims. So I feel like it is a matter of huge concern, and I hope that the government would actually this time around do something about it.
Okay, let me come with this angle. This bill is approved. Do you think it's visible, it's workable? I'm not trying to be negative, but the way our system operates, do you feel like it is possible even if it is approved?
Well, I think it is very much possible, because if we could have NTN, for example, NTN should actually pay me for this. But if we actually have network system like NTN going to remote villages, like where situations where you cannot even imagine that they could actually reach. And then, so why not? Why can it not be possible? Why can it not be visible to even like the remote tests or the most village-like kind of place? So I feel like it is very, very possible if government actually takes visible actions and steps towards achieving their goal. So I believe strongly that it is very, very much possible.
So now, this ongoing protest, do you think it will work out? Because we've seen series of protests that have gone up. People have even died in the process, yet the norms were not changed. Nothing was done about it. What they laid their lives down for, there's no form of change. So do you think protesting is the right way to go about all of these things?
Well, if you ask me, I feel like the people are already tired of clamoring behind closed door. Exactly. So hence the best thing to resort to is to protest. And by virtue of that, I feel like they are in the ambience of every right to actually. I feel like it is the most visible step that can actually exactly. So they are very right, but the only thing is just that I pray and I hope that the government actually hears their cry this time around, because as it is known, this is not the first time that the people are actually out there to protest for a change. We need a change in the government system. We need it. If we say Nigeria is a democratic system of government, we should operate as such.
Then sure it was, it's a said it is.
Thank you.
All right. So from this angle, where we are coming from, what are the possible excuses? Because it is possible for somebody to be like, okay, this is what they want. Let me give them what they want. Then at the end of the day, they will face the disadvantage you get. So what are the possible excuses that you think our government can give us at the end of the day, even if they approve this bill?
Well, I do not speak for the government as I'm not their mouthpiece. But however, maybe let me just couch that statement, maybe what you mean to ask or what it should have been by, okay, probably suggestive measures. Okay, suggestive measures, better still, because I mean, the government cannot say they are the government. That is why you are in the position of leadership. There is something that is expected of you. Before you declare something, you should be able to even know the consequences of what you are bringing out to the people, right? Yeah. So, by virtue of that, I feel like the government cannot just make a decision and say whatever consequences will come out of it, they would not be responsible for it. So, I do feel like before any measure is being taken by the government, they must have, had a deep thought about. I'm not speaking for the government now, but I mean, they should. They should. It's what is expected. So, yeah.
So we are hoping that they put necessary things in place for it to come. It's all right. So this is it for now. At this point, we are hoping that change will be possible and, Nigeria will become a better place. So before we wrap up, I would love to say a big thank you to you for your presence here and shedding more light to this concept. Please, viewers, you have to stay tuned for the unfolding of the happenings in our country. But we hope that Nigeria will indeed become a better place for you and for me. Thank you so very much. Please keep up with us at NAS TV Africa on all our social media handles. We'll give you top-notch stories and up-to-date news. Thank you very much. See you soon.
Hi guys, my name is Abuja Protest. I want you to be watching NAS TV Africa. They are giving premium content.
Shout out to NAS TV Africa.
NAS TV Africa. In Africa, for Africa.